Good evening. It's 25 to 10 p.m. in Radio Alberta. This video is for entertainment only. So don't sue me, don't do anything to me. I'm just playing psychic with premonitions, and I don't know if I'm correct or not. When something is proven right, then the psychic knows that it was correct. Otherwise, we are not so sure. And I do have visions and premonitions, and I back them with tarot cards. It is my 7 years on YouTube. I'm saying this because this is the subjects that I know I shouldn't be touching, and I'm going to touch. So in this video, there is no real information, just my guessing. And psychic are outside of the box, outside of reality. So we are getting snaps, and then we have to understand what that meant for us. After watching a movie, Apprentice, with Cheryl, we went on last Tuesday, and that Trump was trying unsuccessfully to stop that movie. It made me feel why he's so afraid that that movie will be posted. And I started thinking about what was in the movie, and then so he didn't want the public to see that movie. And I remember the song from 6 years ago. I have to watch that song again, and it's the song by EMIN, You Got Me Good. No, not You, Got Me Good. It was from 27th of June 2018, many years ago, 6 years ago. And I did that video that day, that evening, because the song was brand new, and I posted the video, the new details on Trump's blackmail. So that video inspired me to do the video about it, and it was just completely brand new. Please watch both of those videos if you have time, and if this video will puzzle you. So I was thinking, what is that Trump don't want people to see? And I was going back to the movie, and the song is sang by Russian very popular singer EMIN, and he is showing that Trump was recorded in some hotel. And I believe that that's what happened, because I used to work in the hotel business in Poland, and there were a group of guys sitting on the last floor, and they had access to different rooms, the better rooms that was usually for special guests. And we had to give those rooms to those special guests, because that was our duty. We couldn't argue with them. Okay, so, and in that video about new details on Trump's blackmail, I was talking that Trump was blackmail, and I was talking about different characters in that video, Ivanka Trump, even Hillary Clinton. So there was quite a few people, but please watch the video. And I always thought that that's not enough. What they were talking about in the video it's nothing like, well, in the video they didn't show, they just show those beauty girls from the Miss Universe. I thought, that's not enough. He will be just proud if someone will see him being with those girls, and if he was with 4, he will be even bigger hero. So I thought, what is that he is afraid in this movie? And what is that Putin has on Trump? And because he has something really strong on Trump, Putin is supporting him. And what is so scary for Trump? What he is so afraid that if people will learn about him, his followers will leave him. And in the Apprentice, the main character who was a teacher to Trump, and Trump was his apprentice, it was showing Roy Cohn, famous lawyer from New York. And it was Trump's hero. He wanted this guy to run his case against black people in his building, so he was asking him, he was begging Cohen to take him. He was following him to the washroom. And absolutely, he was shown that he can beg. He was not the macho guy. And Cohen, Roy Cohn, not Cohen, Cohn, he was gay, and he loved young, good-looking boys. And Trump was young and good-looking, handsome, and clean, no drugs, no alcohol. But Cohn made him to drink. One day he told him, no one can do business with me unless you will drink. So he made Trump drunk completely. And it started in the bar, but Trump left from under the Cohn's house. So he stayed in, Cohn took him to his house, probably was doing whatever he wanted to do. And Cohn was coaching Trump how to behave. Always say no, always deny, never say that you were guilty. Those things that we know about Trump. And he as well showed him his blackmail tools. He opened a drawer and there was names of famous people in New York. And he was blackmailed them. Very often by telling them that you had a sex with a guy, and the guy was married. What if Trump was used for that as well? I don't think Cohn will use just that one boy. I like him so much, and I'm not going to use him. He was using everyone around him, from his, who was in his orbit. So, and he had a lot of videos, and when he wanted something to be done, one phone call and that thing was done. Unbelievable, but lawyers, judges, important people in the city, from City Hall, he had everyone under his spell. It was business for him, nothing else. He said, it's business. I don't well, probably he was mixing business with pleasure, but maybe he was not doing the pleasure for himself. He might have some actors who were doing this for him. And we don't know. I'm not saying that I have seen anything about Trump, but this is something that it's food for thoughts. I might be wrong. But what if there was something on Trump and Trump always wanted to be seen as alpha dog, even when he got a little owie in his ear, but someone was shooting him. He hid and he was not happy, and then macho. So it's not that he wanted to be treated ever as a weak man. But if Putin has something on his weakness, that is touching to the core. At the beginning of their relationship, Roy Cohn made Donald drunk, and I told about this. And when Roy Cohn got sick, and he didn't have enough money, no one was visiting him because he was sick in the 80s or 90s from AIDS, which was the scariest thing on the earth. I remember how scary it was for everyone. So even I was reading in some memoir about Trump that he never have seen, for the last 6 months, he never visited Roy Cohn, but because Mike Cohen was his other lawyer, but this one was his, Roy Cohn was his mentor. So if Roy sold that informations to Russian mafia, Trump was buying, they were buying houses from Trump, and that way they were motivated to know more about Trump. They were investing in him since the 80s, 90s. The Russian government, he went with Ivana to Moscow. So he was doing some relationship with them, and that would be the best client for Roy to sell to. And he was angry in the movie it was shown how angry he was on Donald. He threw papers in his face. So he was very disappointed in Donald. And I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but what if he sold one of those videos to Putin? And Putin is holding Trump, and Trump is so obeying, such a nice boy. It's just psychic intuition. And if you can watch those movies, please do that. I'm 6 years younger there. But I will pull 5 cards to see what the cards will tell us. I don't want to say anything more because it was just something. It's like when you find a puzzle little puzzle, and you have to figure out which game it was, which puzzle it was from, because your puzzle boxes are packed and you have to think which one, and you will go by intuition to find which box it belongs to. And sometimes you might not be correct because the colors are sometimes very similar, but I will count. I'm not looking at the cards. They will have to tell me the story by itself, and I will just read the cards for you. Trump feels very vulnerable. He don't know which direction to go. No one can support him. He is on the crossroad. He's rejuvenating himself because Putin was giving him money and build up his self-esteem and his, importance. What he put, he received. So it's not that he can be without punishments. Trump wants to go for quiet time, but he has to work. You are not going to abandon us. You have to work. You belong to us. And Daniel still asks, I've always wondered if Felanis Trump will go to Russia. And that actually inspired me a little bit too, because when I was answering that question, I saw mail, letter. And it can be blackmail or mail, because they usually don't go in the black envelopes. They are just called blackmail. And so I thought, well, would Putin want him to be in Russia? I just saw the invitation, so I can't say if Putin would like him to go to Russia, but I think he would like him to work here to make problems, and that would mean that he's cheating, so he wants him to stay and be a star and keep the balance, make sure that people are on your side. And probably he was getting direction even after he lost, how to get back on the horse and ride the horse, and how he could. So this time, closer the election, Trump is under so much stress. He is avoiding sometimes to answer questions. He is lost. He is I feel sorry for him, actually. And I want to announce that if you would like to participate in half an hour reading with me, please write your comments under the video. And Monday, when I will be with Cheryl, I will answer your questions. I will read the comments and find someone who will be the lucky person. Thank you, Janet and Tom. And I want to pray for Janet Burke health. She's going to take dialysis for her kidneys. So it is probably not one time, it's probably a lot. And I'm worried about her. She is such an angel on earth. She's helping so many of us, and you and me, because so many of you can win that $100 reading donated by her and her husband. And it's not easy for her to deal with the dialysis. And Mom Queens, please say prayers for my new granddaughter. She's having breathing difficulties and is in an ICU as well. We have to pray for that little girl. Elizabeth Lynch, please pray with us for peaceful, non-violent election and results. Absolutely. And I'm afraid of Kamala Harris' safety. I know. I didn't have anything to back this, but when I closed my eyes, I saw her being unaware that something could happen, and Elon Musk was giving some clues to people, and he feels that he will be unofficial president. Apparently, he said that to Bibi Yahoo. So that's scary. And he said that something about attacking Kamala. So I will pull 3 cards. Yeah, she will have to slow down. Good harvest for her. and we need to lean on her, and she needs to lean on everyone in USA who is pro-democratic party. So we want her to be safe, and she needs to have a good security. They have to pay more attention now for the security. And Granny's advice, because it's for entertainment only, spend your money on shoes or on purse or on clothes, so you will have no money for pizzas or candies, and that way you will lose weight. Just silly advice, but still advice. Take care of yourself and calm yourself. Everything will be fine. Everything will be what it's supposed to be. And this video I just take with the one eyes closed, so I'm not saying that I'm correct. I'm just saying that it was making so much sense. I even called Cheryl, and she said, when you started thinking under that, from that angle, it is possible. So I thought, well, I have a speaker, I can say it, and I hope they are not going to take away that from me. Take care, be good to each other, love each other. Don't think about those neighbors that are upsetting you because they have posts, and that's scary. Biden should control everything, and I hope he is prepared. He is good listener. So I think Obama is aware of that situation, that Trump is not going to be easy if he loses. If he wins, then it will be a different story, but both sides will never actually, it will be very hard for both sides to believe that they lost. So it will be hard for Democrats if they will be told that they lost, and it will be hard for Republicans. Let it go. Take a deep breath and breathe out of your nose a few times. Calm yourself down. Drink Melissa for night so you can sleep, or banana skin. Cook banana skin for 5 minutes and then drink that liquid when it's colder, and it will help you to sleep. Okay? Thank you. See you Monday.